live stream. No drama, no copyright, no making fun of me. And do not making cause any trouble. And do not make fights. And do not expose me on purpose. Only at 6 people only. If you do, I will not allow you on my stream. Only at 6 people only. So that's it. Let's get started that stream, shall we? Okay. Hello there, everyone. You know my name, Petey. And yes, today we're going to talk about some of the extensions of the steam locomotive built by the LNER. Excuse me. We're talking about ourselves. Yes, the London North Eastern Railways, the U1 class Garrets. Yes, I definitely learned that in Great Britain we have our Garrets. That's it. Well, this is a Garret. It was built by Sir Nigel Gressy in 1925. In this one, I say at the front, has a boiler in the middle, right here. Another one at the middle at the back. It has a 2-8 plus a 2. They call it a plus because the Garrets is to use to go forward or backward. As you can see there. Things are going forward or backwards. And yes. It's very used for goods trains over the inclines. Then yes. So how many was just selected? Well, it's just one. A very rare class. The engine was number 2395. It was using for the liquid inclines. So the locomotive runs itself as an oil burner, but it burns oil, right? Well, yes. This engine was built by not Doncaster nor Darlington. It was built by the buyer Peacock and Company. And so it's for using for the steep banks on the Great Central Railway on the Wharf and Penistone for climbing for 7 miles. So it was difficult to start for the colliery sections for the inclines. So they did. It was designed by Sir Nigel Gressy. It was based on the Great North, based on the GNR's O2s and he decided to use to build it. So in 1925, this engine has been appeared on the centenary of a Stockton and Darlington Railway. You can see here, it's been appeared in the centenary of the Stockton and Darlington Railway in 1925. Really impressive locomotives, isn't it? So, yes, these engines have massive looks. This type and these engines, a very good job working. Yes, and but yes, they are designed to pull goods trains. Uh, so, and so, they classified as a U1. This engine was transferred to Mexborough in 1925, and a typical train of a consists of an LNER 04s. The lower engines at the rear of an XGCR 1B, and finally, a U1 was attached at Wentworth Junction at the bottom of the bank to use as a banker. And so they did. But unfortunately, it would not help it because of the footplate negotiation of two silkstone tunnels just before the Warsaw Bank. It was being the last three steam locomotives to enter the tunnel on the footplate with a heat. To do this, gas masks were provided to use the via pipe to prevent any smoke. And so they did. It did not pursue the fault. So, but that engine has some very issue problems. The engine has some firebox damage several times. They diagnosed it in 1927 and in 1928. They designed several times to be rebuilt it and repaired it. However, it would not it. And the locomotive was not successful because the drawings made by the Biopia company in 1930 is not being pursued. And the locomotive was out of service for 9 months in 1930. They need some modifications. And after World War II, this engine has been continuous steaming problems several times. It has a poor steamer, and just like the Duke of Gloucester, has a poor steamer. Huh? Yes, it's not too successful at first. So when British Railways was nationalized in 1948, the engine was number 69999 in the renumbering scheme of 1946 was of 9999. So the electrifications in the late 1940s, and in 1949 it was decided to use on a leaky incline on the LMS Bristol Birmingham. And so they did. So it had been run have been remembered to this. And and so they did. They have because this engine is a that's that. But unfortunately, it's just only one of the class has been withdrawn itself. In 1951, the locomotive was banking again and also banked and continued until 1952. By 1955, it resumed to work on a leaky incline, but it was stored on Bromscombe on September 13th and returned to Gorton the following month. And also, the engine was withdrawn on December 23rd, 1955 and scrapped later that year. Sadly though, this leaky incline is unlikely to be preserved. And sadly, this locomotive is now gone. No longer exists anymore. No longer exists. And will be remembered remembered because this engine has been around for 30 years. It's been wiped out our existence. Well, I think that's it. We already talked about the we already talked about the class U ones. Well, but we always remember if we ever see this you won again, we'll be able to pray if it still existed. But remember. Right. So yes. So if there's a model, well, perhaps we have to keep our legacy move on. Yes, but absolutely. So the U1 is stuck. It did not exist to this day. And so our legacy will be ourselves in somewhere.
Bro, what the fuck?
This is the locum. But it was only for the ship in 1925. Yes. But never saw our legacy of this locomotives still live on. It will never forgive and it never forgotten. Well, that pretty much covers everything. So next week we're gonna talk about the London Northwestern Railway's Greater Britain class. Daddy.
Harder, Daddy. Harder.